ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway with the action here. The first fight of Stand and Bang Large, brought to you by Kyle Greaves in sunny Woking. These two fighters in the ring now. We've fighting out the red corner. We've got Luke Berry representing Conflict Fitness and his opponent. Fighting out the blue corner representing Guantan is Tom Kenny. This is Tom Kenny in the fiery black shorts. And we got Berry in the black and white shorts. Now this is Tom Kenny's third bout, and I believe Luke Berry's fourth or fifth bout. You've actually had some experience with Luke Berry before, if I'm right, Rob?
Yeah, fought him a little while ago now on one of the Coliseum show. It was a tie rules fight. Tough fighter, very good fighter. He's got some good hands on him as well.
Yeah, saw a bit of spinning back fist there. I'm not sure in K1 rules. I'm obviously normally commentating fight balls. Both of these guys putting in a lot of action here. They're coming out the gates nice and fast.
Yeah, he's coming in at the moment. Both guys very tit for tat, fast paced. Be interesting to see if they can sustain this tempo for all 3 rounds.
Nice little left hook there landed by Berry. Strong looking low kick there from Kenny, landing on the thigh of Berry. Berry really doing well to control this fight. He looks quite composed. He's controlling the centre of the ring, really forcing his opponent back, and a nice straight there connected from Berry. Referee Chris Batcher-George is having a look at the action here under K1 rules. The grappling can only consist of 1 strike once the clinch has been instigated.
Nice body kick there from Tom.
I know, you can hear that. He threw a couple in there, didn't he, Kenny?
Yeah, he comes from a Thai background. Sometimes it's difficult to make that transition, from working body kicks where it's a big score, whereas under K1 every shot scores the same. So he needs to get out of that habit of just working the body. He needs to just start stepping forward, start throwing, using his hands as well, and start trying to move away from that clinch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the moment for me, Berry really controlling the first round. I mean, both of these guys, as I say, being really explosive. And Kenny now just looks like he's starting to sort of show some of the effects of coming out really fast and maintaining that pace. It's very, very difficult to do for an entire round, let alone an entire fight. As I say, the Thais have a very different way of competing. They almost start off slow and gradually progress as the fight goes on, and the sort of frantic pace picks up in the later rounds, whereas the Western fighters tend to come straight out the gates as fast as they can and then slow down gradually as the fight progresses.
There you go. Tom really working those low kicks now, throwing them in with some real venom.
They're all landing as well. As I say, they're all finding the thigh of Berry. I don't think I've seen a single block or a single kick checked by Berry, which is definitely something he's going to want to reflect on, but he's letting those hands fly, and referee Chris Batchdor, that's the end of the first round. Explosive stuff.
And we've got round 2 underway now in this 3-minute rounds K1 bout between Tom Kenny and Luke Berry. And the first round started with some real intensity. Luke really pretty much on the front foot.
I'm not sure whether that was the result of a connection or more of a sort of off balance. But both these guys throwing really hard, stinging shots here.
As you can see from that first round, Luke is throwing those hands, with some real effect. Tom more of a kicker by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I want to start seeing Luke start bringing his leg up and block these kicks.
I think Kenny's doing a really good job of those low kicks. Whether he's throwing the left or the right, he's coming inside of the thigh, he's coming outside of the thigh, and the thing is, it's working for him. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I think every fight's a learning curve. You learn something from every fight, and I think for me so far, Berry would want to go away and do well to look at checking those kicks. Nice turning kick there from Kenny.
Great kick by Tom there. Luke with a wobble, but he's retaliated well, and he's stepping in, throwing his punches with some real venom now.
Yeah, Kerry really working those hand combinations really well, really forcing Kenny back into the corners. Kenny's having to spend most of this fight working off the ropes and off the back foot.
I'd like to see Tom, when he's throwing these kicks, he's dropping his hands where Luke's capitalising on those punches. I want to see him start bringing his hands back a little bit tighter when those kicks are thrown in.
Yeah, Kenny looking like he's starting to slow down a little bit now. His mouth's open, he looks like he's breathing a bit heavy, he's really waiting. He's really waiting. It doesn't seem to have quite the same snap to his shots as he did early on. I mean, let's say he came out really, really explosively, whereas to me, Berry, looking slightly, like fitness-wise, looking like he's still quite composed, picking his shot. He may be slowing down a little bit too, but the shots he are throwing, he's putting little combinations together. I love the way, as I say that, he starts throwing singular shots. It would be, but again, under K1 rules, these two aren't going to be involved in clinch for very long. Nice little slip there from Kenny, just ducking those punches really well. Yeah, just rolling under those punches, and looking for his own shots. Oh, walked into a couple of punches though. His hand's a little bit low there. There you go. Berry starting to pick up the pace. Nice couple of shots there from Berry. Both of those two exchanged there and landed a couple of nice shots of their own. A right hook there from Kenny, not really too much behind it, but again, Kenny finds himself in the corner being pressurized by Berry. Again, Berry picking those shots. Nice left hook there landed by Berry, landed cleanly on the chin. Not quite enough power behind it to really stop Kenny in his tracks there, but certainly the judges are going to have an eye on that.
I'd like to see, obviously, Luke's adopted that southpaw stance. I want to see Tom maybe stepping in, working that inside leg kick, which the southpaws often get caught out with. Working low to high, I mean, just trying to take advantage, trying to get his way back into this bout now.
Nice, another end of a great round. I don't know about you, I mean, I feel that Berry probably controlled that a little bit more.
Round 3.
This is the third and the final round of this scheduled 3-minute round K1 bout. And so far, both guys putting some fantastic effort right now. Quite opposite fighters. Tom adopting the kicking style, and Luke very driven with his hand there.
Nice high kick there by Kenny. I mean, the vast majority of the shots that he's been throwing, like I say, he's been working that low kick really well. Hasn't slowed Berry down a great deal, but now he's starting to switch it up. He's going mid-body, he's throwing the head kicks, still moving quite well under these punches.
Big left there from Luke, right down the middle of Tom. Tom needs to start working that jab and working out of the corner. He's allowing himself to get backed up here.
Yeah, Kenny needs to start moving now. He needs to start moving around in circles more. He's allowing himself to be pushed back by Berry, being pushed back into the corner. He's literally being put in a spot where he's forced to just let Berry unload, and that's not where he wants to be. So he needs to be a bit more dictating of the fight, push forward a lot more.
The big low kick there from Luke, which destabilised Tom a little bit. Both guys now looking visibly tired. I mean, they started with some intensity, so that was, it was bound to happen. But
yeah, you're going to feel the wear of the fight, especially by the time you get to the final round. Those welts really starting to pick up on Kenny's body, all around his back.
Teep to the leg there from Kenny, just trying to keep Luke at bay. He's allowed himself again to get backed up into that corner.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Kenny's just struggling a little bit here with maybe dealing with a southpaw. I mean, that's definitely something that you find against some fighters. I mean, he's doing a good job of attacking that leg, but it doesn't seem like he's done enough to slow Berry down.
I think a little bit of pain was shown there in Tom's face. It was a little bit of swelling by the looks of it on that right leg, where Luke threw a low kick in, and it looked to have hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, every time Berry seems to throw a combination of punches, he seems to be catching Kenny with like the third or fourth punch. Kenny's doing a good job of blocking like the first couple, and then sort of relaxes and eats a couple of Berry shots. Nice high kick there again, not really finding the mark, but even hitting those on somebody's forearm is definitely gonna sting.
Again, Tom's found himself back in the familiar territory now. He really needs to get out of this corner and start trying to impose himself.
Nice inside low kick there from Berry. Yeah, and Berry now looking like he's just picking his shots, not wasting anything energy-wise. Really, he's got a beautiful mix of conservation of energy and attacking pressure. He's not being clumsy, not being wild. He's literally only throwing things that he looks like he can get through, and then even when the first punch doesn't, he puts together nice combinations. As you see here, very, very rarely throwing singular shots when it comes to punching, at least anyway. Kenny. Yeah, I was just to say, Kenny, to me, I don't know what you think, but Kenny looks like he's just kind of struggling to find answers, really. He looks like a little stumped at this stage, like nothing he seems to be doing is working. And I don't know about you, but I think Berry probably took that for me.
Yeah, for me, I think Luke was the stronger fighter over 3 rounds. There's no discredit to Tom. Fantastic effort, but I think Luke's experience just edged it for him.
And after those 3 rounds of action, your judges have reached a unanimous decision. All in favour of your winner, fighting out of the